Anyway, Ryan, question for you. Long time. I know you can't talk about internal affairs, but tell me if it rides on that. Did at any point you ever felt held back in your capabilities in your tenure? And I have a follow up.
Um, well, I guess that's more of a personal question. That's not like a it's not anything internal. Absolutely, absolutely. I came from a CEO background, and I know how to build a company from the ground up. I know how to hire the right people and build the company, get it cash positive. And my first company, that one got acquired. The second company, we went 0 to 6 figures in less than 2 months, and that was for my recruiting company. So it's like I know how to do it. I know how to do it from the ground up. My next company after that, I raised just 100,000 for it, and I was able to rebuild an entire project management system from the ground up. That was for the remote space, and that's on my LinkedIn as well. So I know the process. I'm very intimate with the process, and there's things obviously. After I got acquired, I wanted to make sure that I see that the product line that I built, that I got acquired for, was able to get to a position where it's pretty much ready to go. And so I wanted to do that, obviously, because that was my baby. So yeah, and personally, of course, definitely held back. But like I said, that's a chapter, and then we learned from that. There's so many great things I learned from Safe Moon and from the team and working with the team, and I've learned so much. I can't. You guys, the team, the development team we built is so amazing, and I can't get over how much we did in such little time. And when you put your passion behind that, and you just go, and you don't stop, and you don't let up, yeah, you were able to do that because you have no blockers. And for me, I'm the type of person where I need to fly with no blockers, and that's all I'll say about that.
Thank you for that. I'd like to follow up to it real quick. I'll just tell you right now, I've been trying to reach you guys for a long time, and I got some problems that need a solution in your next endeavor, so I'll tell you that much. Would like to speak to you about that one day, but on a lighter note, what is going to be your new persona?
Ooh, that's a big one. I have some ideas. Probably
he's going to go work in a quarry, and he's going to rename himself to Mudhound.
He's going to become the 365 Hound. 365 Hound.
He's going to promote rename himself to Chudhound.
Let's go. My next role will be CEO, and I'll be announcing that in a few days to a week. We'll see.
Please tell me it's Bitrise. Please
tell me Kukakuchu.
Ash Panda.
Ash Panda, baby.
Anyway, guys, we got a couple of hands up, and I think it's Fahad, and then R2,
West.
and
no,
then was it
Fahad
West?
and West? Yeah.
Then West, and then we have the heavyweight champion of the world, Kat Harris.
All right, before you guys do that, Realist, go ahead and launch me.
Wow!
Oh yes,
I already featured to it, Realist. No worries.
Yeah, ready? You've done it already. God damn it, man! I don't launch people. Damn. Okay, sorry. Where are we? Fahad, it's over to you, buddy.
What's up, Mickey? This looks like Call John V2. This is gonna go all the time. You must be some stupid motherfuckers if you don't see it now.
No, Fahad, come on now, man.
Come on, man. What's wrong with you? Don't be funny about that.
Wait. That's my opinion.
Come on, Fahad. You're a gentleman, man.
He did say it's his opinion. No. Hang on. No, he said it's his opinion. Give him a second.
This is called John V2.
No. فهد حبيبي I think خلنا نكون طبيعيين وهذا كل الكلام اللي جاي إن شاء الله يكون حلو وبيعجبك فخلنا نكون يعني شوي
لا إن شاء الله بس أنا أصلا طالع من المشروع بس إنه ده نصحهم نصيحة يعني بس الموضوع يضحك صار.
I think they just said Safe Moon to the moon.
To the moon.
Exactly. That's Arabic for let's go Safe Moon.
West.
Facts.
West
Who do we have
everybody.
next? Fahed spoke his mind. I love when Fahed comes up
Yeah,
here because he
West.
brings that fire. But go ahead. Who's next?
I think it's West who doesn't like the space. Go ahead, West. You can flood the space and
Hey,
go ahead
give
ask
him a
the question.
chance.
Give him a chance.
Give
This
him
is
a
his
chance.
first time here. Baby
Okay.
steps. Thank you.
Wait. I haven't been in like a month, so I don't really know. I'm not up to date as much as you folks, but Ryan, I mean, for one, like you did a lot for the community, so I mean, I appreciate you in that sense. But I have a question for you, man. I'm trying to look here on your post. So, like 4 days ago, I just wanted to know if this is like a hint or if this has something to do with it. But I'm looking here and it says leadership doesn't fill in the silence. And then there's another one that says I only work for projects that allow me to have influence over the vision and so on. So I'm just curious. And then today you posted that you're leaving. So I'm just curious. Is this something that's been in the works behind the scenes, maybe internally? Like, could you speak on this post?
What I can say is, this has been something for a little bit that has been in my mind that that I need to make the move, and it's been discussed. I've had conversations. There's been writing on the wall, things of that sort. And for me, it's and like I said, even yesterday, it was a few days ago. You got to have that piece, right? You got to be working for something that you're passionate about and you believe in, and that you feel like you can do your best work. And if you're not doing that, then you're doing a disservice, obviously, to those you're working for. And there comes a time when, if that ever changes, or if there's something that maybe changes that peace of mind or that peace inside of you, you need to be mature enough to say, look, I am not giving it my best, or I'm not giving it my all, or there's things that need to change in my life for me to really, really grow and really fly. You need to make that decision and you need to do it. I'll give you an example. I worked for Oracle for a little over 2 years. Amazing company, great company. I learned so much. I worked in product release. We built out that team from 3 people to 17 people. I was the third person hired, and we built out process. We built out all of I did the ISO. I helped with the ISO auditing. We got all of the companies that came in that got acquired. We basically had to put them into kind of that Oracle framework. And after that 2 years, hit, and we went into maintenance mode. I didn't feel like there was a value I was putting on anything anymore. I didn't feel like there was really, like, I was a key person. Like, I was really driving the vision of that build out anymore. And that's when I left to start another company. And that was the recruiting company. So, there comes a time, obviously, when you're building something, you need to be able to fly. Or if you can't, you just gotta be mature enough to say, hey, I've done my best. I've done everything I possibly can. And now it's time for me to kind of, go to that next level. Otherwise, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing other people a disservice.
Right. So I'm not here to criticize or say you don't have work ethic. That's not my point. I'm just saying that behind the scenes, it seems from your post publicly that there was an unsatisfaction there. And it followed up with today's regards saying that you're leaving Utah. I think personally you should have said Safe Moon. That's just me. But then, like, the reaction that's going to cause in our community. So I just don't. My next question to follow up is, like, why didn't you just put out a statement if you were leaving and you weren't fired? Why not just do what everybody else does? Put out the statement, talk to John behind the scenes, keep it professional, and then, like, make an exit like a gentleman. I'm not saying
absolutely.
Because you fought the FUD and that was your YouTube before then.
Yeah,
so I'm just really curious.
Yeah.
And then when John, and hold on 1 second, and then when John posted in Discord, I've never seen John ever talk about anything behind the scenes until just now. Like, it's the first time we've ever seen John say, oh, like, this guy wasn't following procedures. And it's very suspicious in a way, I guess, for me to understand, because I haven't seen him do it to anyone besides just you, no offense. And, like, why put out that post if you were walking away, like, John's your boy and you guys are still friends? Why not just have that conversation behind doors internally in HR silence, and then just put out the whole statement, and then follow it up with anything that comes after that? It seemed like between your post and John's post, it was a boxing match. So obviously, reading between the lines, there must have been a beef there between you two. and
Well,
now
is
we're
this a
here.
question or interrogation? I'm
Yeah, yeah,
It's a little bit of an
It's been
Bro,
going
this
on
sounds
for
like
a
an
long time.
interrogation, my man.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yeah.
you're interrogating the guy.
So
Wait, hey,
Next.
no.
After
Yo,
talking all
stop.
that
Let
shit
him
about our
let
space,
him
bro,
answer.
that's not
look,
right,
listen,
bro. That's not right.
I'm asking a question. Now,
It's
following
not a
up with you.
debate.
So,
Yeah,
guys.
bro, we're not
so
here to
I'll
hear
tell you
you
this.
fucking,
This is
No,
how
turning on the
stop.
Fudhound,
Stop.
all right? You loved him a week ago, and now you want to turn on
Hey,
him, West.
everyone
Don't
never
say
be
that shit here,
quiet,
look at
bro.
please.
look at my
All right,
post.
who's next?
Never,
Who's next? Who's next? Who wants to ask a
Hang
question?
on.
Oh, sorry about
Mickey,
that, realist. I
hang
fucked up. My
on,
bad.
hang on. West had a genuine question, wrapped up in a debate and story. So let the safe hound
I
respond.
know, but
Okay?
it just kind of sounds like deja vu. You know, the way they turned on the Papa on the Wizard?
No,
You know, it kind of sounds like
I
that.
know.
I don't
But
know.
we're
I
not
don't think
about
it's right.
that.
I don't think it's
Give
right to
him
do
time
that.
to
This is how it
respond.
works.
Of course, I'll let him. I'll let him. I just don't like that, you know?
Right.
It's not cool to do that.
Ryan, if
all
you
right.
want to answer that, Ryan,
So
feel free to.
I think that the main question is basically it's, oh, you said you're leaving Utah, and then you said it. So yes, I said I was leaving Utah, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Then it went down as, oh, he's leaving the company, but it was already on my mind to leave. So that the FUD was already created. So I just followed up, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to do my official statement then. The FUD was already followed up. It was already, it was, people had already said stuff about it. They'd already, it already came out. So, in my mind, I'm like, well, I might as well say it then. This is obviously how I feel. I feel strongly about it. I'm very confident in my next steps. And, that's what I did. So there's no, and like I said, there's no like ill will against John or against SafeMoon at all. The only thing I said was I was surprised that I was terminated. I didn't even know that I was terminated. That's the only thing I said. And that's the absolute 110% truth. I had no idea I was never talked about, being terminated. I was never talked about being written up for anything. This was never a discussion we had ever. So it was a complete surprise to me. But yeah, I all I'm going to say is, I do see how the community kind of reacted, obviously, for other people leaving, but at least give me the benefit of the doubt of who I was even before I came in, how much I had invested in the company, not just monetarily, but my reputation, between doing the YouTube videos and then coming in and delivering. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, that's how I answer your question.
Cheers, Ryan. We're going to move on to Mr. Cat Harris.
Let's show the censorship though. This space is supposed to have no censorship, so let's let people ask questions. And if they're bullshit, let's do it a little more.
Oh, of course. Well, that's why Fahid was.
It's funny. It's funny you should talk about. Is it my turn?
Cat Harris, I'm just giving you a warning right now, bro. I don't give a fuck who it is, man.
What warning? No, I'm fine. I'm cool.
So I'm just giving you a warning. Okay. Just a warning.
Look,
that's all I'm giving.
Let me know when to begin. I'll wait. I'll wait.
We don't censor, Mark. Okay, Fahid came up here and he was blasting, and we didn't kick him. We talked to him.
Exactly.
Six-pack
so I don't know where
talking.
you're getting that censoring idea.
Yeah.
I mean, he muted everyone and said next, but besides that,
no. Okay.
Nah, I think you're crossing the line there, Mr. Mark.
Can I just finish my question real quick to follow up this? Because you
move on. I want to hear what Cat Harris has to say.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought that we were asking questions and keep it in order. I wasn't.
Well, okay,
yeah,
here's what I'd say. Yeah, Wes, you've already asked 2 questions, 2 more, and this is going to be The Price is Right, or what is it called, Wheel of Fortune, and we can't have that. There's other people who want to also ask. You're not the only one, buddy. I can't unmute because people are sending me laughing emojis.
Don't do it again.
I've done it for you.
Six pack, don't do it again. I swear, I'm not even joking. Don't do it again. Cat Harris, you're up next. Go ahead.
Let's not descend.
Moon Matt, you're not going to threaten anyone. Calm down.
Can I begin, gentlemen?
Yes, you can, sir.
Yes. Go ahead. All right. So Ryan, obviously, it was a shock to all of us. A lot of us that know the hard work you put in was not in vain. And I don't want you to ever think, at least in this space, that you could always come back and let us know how you're doing. Let us know, because you've always been positive. I've never seen you, not in a video, not on a space, not on a call, that it didn't sound like you were smiling. Except for one time when you were in a Bitcoin maxi room. But other than that, you're always smiling. And it just goes to show you that people wish they had the kind of job that made them happy. And I knew you were happy for as long as it lasted, until that ship has sailed and we had to move on. So I just want to ask you one question. And by the way, my picture is I could contribute.
Homage.
Yeah, it's homage to you because I'm notorious for fighting FUD. There is no greater Safe Moon Maxi that fights FUD, but ironically, I am banned in almost every Safe Moon safe.
Fuck up and answer the question.
That's a fact. So here's my question. I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Thomas when he left Safe Moon, and that is, you're an insider, and we don't expect you to spill the beans. So what haven't you said to us from the past that gives us reason and hope to believe in Safe Moon? What about Safe Moon is that you haven't really shared yet, and now might be a great time to share about why you think Safe Moon's a great project for everyone invested in it? Go ahead.
Absolutely. Since I stepped into into Safe Moon back in, I think it was end of July, I'll say this. From the day I stepped in, I went straight to work. Hiring team members, making sure we got the right fit, making sure we had the product lines in order. And I will say this. There's my DNA on all of the main products that we've been talking about. I believe they're absolutely amazing. They have they can fly. They can fly if executed and launched correctly. And those all have the team that I've worked with, the plans, everything, the masterminding behind it. I did. And that was, it was help with the team, the product team, and they built it. They made it come to life. And I'm really excited to see those come to fruition. I'm really excited. And I think when the Safe Moon, Army starts seeing those, they're going to be very excited as well.
Thank you, Ryan. And I wish you the best of luck and best of health as well.
Thank you. You as well.
All right, Realist, who is next?
Honestly, I haven't a fucking clue. Man. This is just wild.
It's
Change the co-host.
Batan Blue.
I was going to say I'm going to take one more question, guys, and then I'm going to hop out and grab some dinner.
Appreciate it, Father. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to go to Mr. Batan, go ahead.
Hey, guys. Ryan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Ryan, just wanted to say thank you for your service and for all the hard work you've put into Safe Moon to make it what it is today. And I'm sorry that your time with Safe Moon is nearing its end, and wish you the best in your future endeavors. And you may or may not remember, but I was the guy that asked you months ago the question about, out of all the things you know about Safe Moon, what % of that is known publicly?
Oh, yes, yeah.
And so I want to kind of ask you a similar question is, with the amount of all that you know with Safe Moon, with all your experiences that you have since joining, what is one thing that you would like to leave the Army with to give them sort of like a idea of where they can see Safe Moon, let's say within 5 years?
How would I say it? Well, I wasn't privy to a lot of the things like, with the windmills and Dark Moon and that kind of thing. I wasn't very privy to those build outs. And, I wasn't a part of those projects. But I will say for the ones that we built, I think you guys are going to absolutely love where we're going with the ecosystem and with Safe Moon Connect. Absolutely love it. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because this is something that I've preached day in and day out, that this could be an industry changer. And everything that we built for those product lines, I believe can be. So I will say that you guys will, and I'll say this, Connect and the ecosystem, by the way, are things that can go on for 5 years, just because of the scalability. So very excited to watch those products launch.
I love that you said we. That's how I know it comes up genuine. I'm happy you were here tonight. Much love. A bunch of luck to your future too as well. Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys, for having me. I really appreciate it. And Hey, like I always say, Godspeed, guys.
Take care, Ryan.
Thank you, and you're more than welcome to come back
Yeah.
anytime, my man.
Wait, Ryan, I got one question for you, bro.
Negative. 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 No. Man's gotta
What's
eat.
your favorite beer?
Negative.
What's your favorite beer?
Stella.
Is that Califia? Is that
There you go.
Califia?
Thank you.
That's
You got it.
Califia.
What
Got the
the
answer. His
heck?
favorite beer, Stella.
Take it easy, guys.
Be good.
Cheers, buddy. Thanks,
Thank
man.
See you
you.
later, man.
Okay.
Bye.
Can I
Hey, now,
recommend?
who the fuck was calling out 365 for not being fucking open to people's opinions?
Let me
Huh?
just say that's exactly what I
Who
wanted to
the
talk
fuck
about.
was calling out 365 while the Fudhounds in it? I'm trying to keep the peace. I
Not
know
me.
nobody's trying to call out 365. But it's
Jeremiah,
open as fuck in this place. Go ahead, real. Let's
Mickey.
handle it.
Wait, I
Yeah,
got
that
something to
was
say.
that. No, Matt something to say. Yes.
All right, so I don't know how many people have seen, but Jacob Fox decided to leave the space and tweet about 365 as if he knows what's going on. All right, he decided to try and roast Mark. All right, here's what I have to say about this guy. He's a goofball. Okay,
Get him, Moonman. Get him.
if you want to go to a circus, you will find Jacob Fox in the clown section. All right,
Hey,
that's where he'll be. He's a
Moon,
bitch.
Moonman, I got a question. All right, so Matt's never worked with him. I've actually worked with him before. He's actually a genuine asshole. Like every single time I've ever interacted with him, and anyone else that's ever interacted with him will say the same thing.
What's
I mean,
funny,
not
that was the one
Who
comment
is
that he
this
made.
guy?
I noticed that with the one comment that he made, and I was like, "Wait, this guy's a fucking asshole." But I didn't know that he had a history of that.
You know
That's
who's
crazy.
not?
Who is this Jacob guy? Was this the guy that got fired for releasing?
Yeah, it's Fox. He was the SafeMoon lead web developer. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. If I knew, I would have attacked him because I'm attacking everyone, including Degen.
Hey. So Fox was one of the guys that apologized to Witchriel during when that whole thing went on.
What? Who said that?
Have you been
No way,
drinking?
Degens.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
We can't
Who
do
said that?
Degens right now. No Degens right now. We're talking about serious discussion.
Listen, serious discussion. Party horses are the future, okay?
Jesus Christ.
Somebody
That was hilarious, Darkmoon, when you shilled it. I was dying, bro.
The
Just
Fudhounds
catching the
said,
breath.
I a party horse.
Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait. Do it, NDA. Do it. Shout out to Jeremiah for being in the space. I saw you down there.
Why do y'all joke so much?
Hey, taking this way more seriously.
Wait a minute.
That was classic. That was classic.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Listen. We do want to appreciate everybody for coming in here and do listen and that you have been listening in and understand that we do still allow people to come up here and talk. It's not a space where we didn't kick Jacob out. No, he was free to stay and share his opinion and ask his questions. He chose to leave. And that's what we do on a regular basis. We just have an open discussion. I know the narrative's been pushed that, it's a shit show and blah, blah. But we just have open discourse about things. And if you have your own opinion, you're free to come up here and share it. And, we just exchange information from each other, not just with SafeMoon, but other cryptos as well. And everybody in here is a SafeMoon holder. We don't want that narrative to be pushed out. And I know that has been going around for quite some time. So just in fairness.
Facts.
And I just want to make one little quick comment.
All right, I
want to give
him.
wait, Moonman. I just want to give a little shout out to Mr. Cat Harris because he came in here, and even though we have our differences, I think you came in strong. You said the right things. You didn't divide us. So I got to give respect to you, Mr. Cat Harris.
Yes.
I didn't even notice that Cat Harris had Ryan's shirt on. But
Guys.
the one he's wearing has boobs in it. I don't know where you got it from.
Listen, don't talk about my man boobs, but I will say this though. I only roll with the best. That's my standard.
My man. Go ahead, Moonman. I'm sorry, Master Wayne. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
All right, I just spoke about him. All right, I just spoke on his name, Jacob Fox. All right, this is the reality of the situation with these clowns, with these goofballs, okay? They hear when you speak about them, and they get so insecure that they block you immediately. All right, I've been blocked instantaneously by Jacob Fox. I can no longer see his tweets. All right, that just goes to show what kind of
Oh,
he is.
Stop bullying him. Stop cyberbullying him.
Listen, listen.
I do on Twitter.
No slandering Jacob Smith. He gives me great deals on gold coins. That's all.
Is
Hey, Matt, can I ask you a question?
I have some breaking news.
Go ahead, Cat Harris.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Good.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
Brain is coming
Brain is
up.
about to talk. He's not gonna let you
5
talk.
minutes late. 5 minutes
Oh
late.
God.
6 months
Well,
to the
can I just ask Matt a quick question? Matt, why do you try to sound like Dark Moon? Just curious.
Thank you. Thank
Oh.
you.
Breaking news: the watering hole just opened. The watering hole has just
It
opened.
did?
Anybody's thirsty? Yes, anybody's thirsty. The
We
watering
should
hole is
listen.
now open.
We should all go over there. Just as a joke.
Listen, you should remove the mic from your
What?
throat, man.
Is open, right? After dark must be live, right?
listen.
You-
I want to
you-
ask you guys a question.
Yeah, After Dark is open. This is after
Brain.
24/7, 365 Safe Moon After Rug, dude.
Facts. Go ahead, Darkmoon. I know you were trying to talk, bro, but your little baby voice is not really loud enough. Go ahead.
Listen, okay? Get a question. What's the chances, okay? Bitrise was hiring for a CEO and a CMO. What's the chances the Fudhound is going to be the CEO?
Zero. Darkmoon, shut up.
That's
He
what we
said-
said when Darkmoon first pitched us Bitrise. We said zero
Facts.
chance, and now I regret it.
Did the Fudhounds not say he was stepping into a CEO job?
He did.
Correct.
Come on.
So, like, I don't see this as like, hey, Ryan's gone, good riddance, or anything like that. I think that's an emotional reaction. I think people get caught up in the moment. I think that Ryan put his heart and soul into Safe Moon, and then things at some point there was a difference of opinion, and we don't know what happened there. I support Safe Moon and John Caroni, but I feel for Ryan too. I think you can feel both. I think that's the way to be on this. Dan, your thoughts?
Yeah. First of all, Control, thank you for coming on here tonight. I know the audience appreciates it. We appreciate it. I watched the video today. I watched it in 3 different sittings, 3 different parts. I wanted to think about, what I'd heard. Some of it I've heard before, before I rushed to make a judgment. And where I arrived was the same place as you. My determination was I did not know. I think we've all had a little uneasy feeling, in the back of our mind, based off his tweets, the things he said. They seemed a little emotional, out of his normal character. So, I truthfully didn't know, Now I do. But I agree with what Chris has said. I think Ryan had a lot of emotion invested in the project. So maybe we need to cut him some slack. Him getting emotional is a sign that he really cares about what he did. And then about the lawsuit topic, the first thing I thought about was, and Crypto G, when he comes up, can probably speak to this, was he said that he was going to have to obtain his own counsel. So in any litigation I've been involved in, this isn't FUD, this is reality, that involves something that someone did in the corporation or that individuals did in the corporation that was under the banner of the corporation or the veil of the corporation. The attorneys would represent them because they're representing them underneath the banner of the corporation, regardless of whether they stayed or if they left on that specific matter. So him saying that he was going to have to obtain counsel on his own outside of Safe Moon, that caught my attention. So I don't really want to get into what I think that may be. because it could mean a lot of things, and I don't want to create any kind of, uncertainty. But that did catch my attention. But again, I appreciate you making that video. It was a gutsy thing to do. Somebody has to do those things. It's very important that we keep a level frame of reference. Investing emotionally is never something you want to do. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on tonight.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Let's go to Jacob. Go ahead, Jacob.
Oh, you totally caught me off guard. I was eating an ice cream sandwich.
You want me to come back to you?
No, you're good. It's gone. I don't think I've ever ate one so fast in my life. Harris, I'd like to firstly apologize for the way I talked to you over Twitter. It was pretty uncalled for of me. So I'm in here now, and so far this experience has been a lot better than the other one I just left.
Hey, that's cool, man. And look, I don't hold any grudges or anything. Like, we can exchange words and tweets. So I don't hold anything against you, man. What are your thoughts on everything?
I can't really speak on SafeMoon directly, but working with Ryan and stuff like that, I know he's going to do what's best for him. He's very strong-willed, if that's the word I'm looking for.
I've told people on this program before. I talked to Ryan before we even started doing a show. Him and I had some conversations on LinkedIn, and one of the classiest things that I ever saw was when everything went down with that wallet, and he got the wallet fixed. He sent me a message and said, "Hey, I just want to thank you for sticking with us and believing in us through all of this." I was like, "Man, this is a great guy." And then I got to know him a little bit, and he came on the program a few times, and he's always been a class act with me. He's always worked hard. I've never heard him say anything negative. I wish him success. I want him to do well. I think it's sad that things ended the way they did. I don't think either side wanted that. What is your take on that?
No, I don't think either side wanted that, but I think to some extent that what John is doing is damage control. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know the reason behind it, but according to one of Ryan's tweets, he didn't tweet it out as a primary tweet. He replied on someone saying that is that he actually put in his letter of resignation before John's tweet, which makes sense. You don't really need a 2-week notice to quit a job. There's ways around it, right? And you can say, here's my 2-week notice effective immediately, which is probably the gist of it. And John may have not liked it.
Yeah, I get that, and like, it's a hard position right now to be in, because like, you want to recognize Ryan for everything he's done, right? Like, I'm not going to knock Ryan at all. I'm just not going to do that. But
never.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's a good guy, and I've never seen anything that warrants that. So, but we also got to get it together too, right? Like, SafeMoon's at a point where they got to deliver on what they're doing, and they got to make things happen. And we're in a critical stage right now. I know you would agree with that, right?
Oh yeah, things are definitely in a critical stage. At this point in time, it's make or break. Like, if they don't deliver, it's in my opinion, it's probably done.
Okay, I think they're going to deliver. I've said that on this program. I think they're going to get the job done, and I believe that they have what it takes. And I think we got a lot coming here really soon. But we are at that critical stage. Is there anything else you wanted to add before we go to our next speaker?
No, I'm not really a man of too many words. I'm not going to hold your time up here.
All good, man. And it's good, having you on here. I think you're in Texarkana, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you on the Texas side or the Arkansas side?
Well, I was on the Texas side. Now I'm on the Arkansas side.
All right, man. Well, look, you can come back anytime. It's good to talk to you. It's much easier to talk to each other in here than on tweets. You would agree, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, definitely. Man, I like that you're doing some work with Affinity, and also doing some work with Glow, which are our partners. And just to give you a heads up, I actually talked to Zach today, who's your CMO with Affinity, and they're going to be doing a podcast every 2 weeks on Sunday. So I'm actually going to be on that podcast with them. I'm going to be a guest with them on April 10th. So I thought I'd give you a heads up on that as well.
Oh, that's pretty cool. But just for future notice, I don't actually work for Affinity. I was working with them, but I don't work for them.
Gotcha, man. You're doing some work with them. That'd be an accurate statement, right?
Yeah. I built an API that they can use for Adapt Exchange.
Cool,
so that way they can push their platform to the next step of making it viable to use for like in-store purchases and stuff. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's one step at a time.
Hey, I appreciate the insight, man. I appreciate having you on here. Like I said, you're welcome back anytime. Thanks, man. And I'm gonna give you a stack of them for coming on. Let's give them a stack of them. Dan, you had your hand up. Go ahead, sir.
I just wanted to clarify, and someone let me know if I'm incorrect, but I believe what Ryan said regarding his notice was his tweet was his notice. That's what I read.
I think, and if I'm not mistaken, I think what he was saying was that he provided something before that tweet, but I don't know. We'll find out. It really doesn't matter. He's gone at this point. They both mutually feel like this is not beneficial for either one of them. So, all right, let's do this. Let's go to Hoddle. Go ahead, Hoddle.
Hey, Chris, man. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for having me up.
I'm good, man. How's Chicago treating you?
It's starting to get cold again. We're just waiting for the weather to level out, you know what I mean? Get some nice warm days up here. Other than that, it's all good. What a day, what a day. Here we are again, where we've elevated somebody up to this godlike status. And I love Ryan. Bottom line, he bailed us out of the whole wall at Tobacco. So that's fact. And with that being said, I was in Jeremiah's space, when Ryan came on. And I agree with Crypto Control. I believe that some people have the ability to pick up on certain things, senses, whether they're more empathetic than others or whatnot. And I think a lot of people misinterpreted what Ryan said to be geared towards, the FUD space 24/7, 365. I think we all know, that place over there. But I didn't feel that way at all. I mean, I could hear in Ryan's voice and how he was that there was definitely something happened. And he was, he was out there. He probably shouldn't even have been in that space at the time. It's like, you can't take back your words, you know what I mean? And he was very emotional. And then he came out with the tweet. And then I felt the same way, I believe, as Crypto Control did. I mean, I just knew that something was wrong. And what I see here is I've never seen John directly, comment towards a past employee. I think we can all agree on that. For some reason, he felt like he had to clear the air or whatnot. But, none of us really know what's going on. And, there's three personalities to every person, the guy the guy we know, and the guy that knows himself, right? But in that comment about with the attorneys and the lawsuit and stuff like that, I believe that was an underlying blow to John and SafeMoon, honestly. And I also think it's got something to do with Connect, because I don't know what rights he took over. I think this is what Damson didn't want to say.
So let me clear this up real quick. SafeMoon acquired Connect. So Connect is something that SafeMoon's going to put out based on everything I've heard and I know. And I can tell you, and I don't want to go into specifics here, but the products being released isn't just something that SafeMoon wants. Ryan wants that to happen too. So there's no sabotage or anything like that going on, or Ryan's leaving and Connect's leaving. No, SafeMoon acquired Connect to use in their ecosystem. So that's another key point that we need to hit on tonight, because I think when things like this happens, people assume the worst. I don't think that's the case. I just think you had a nasty split here between, Ryan and John. We'll call it like it is. And I think you had two guys that have been putting in a ton of time, and emotions get involved. When you're working that hard and you're not getting the rest, and it's a constant thing, it gets ugly behind the scenes at times. I've seen it in business. It becomes public with a company like this.
Yeah. In no way am I trying to implement that there's some type of sabotage, or I want to make that clear right now. I don't want anybody to think. I'm just saying, like, royalty wise, or I mean, I did hear that Safe Moon required Connect, and then they brought Ryan on. So that's, I mean, I don't know. Damsung's absolutely right. Something that happens in the company's going to provide the legal services to whatever it is. I don't know why he feels he'd need his own. It doesn't make any sense. And like I said, John's never commented on a past employee. And I can tell you from this point on, he won't anymore about Ryan. That was it, and it's going to be over with John. But, and then Ryan felt that he had to retweet again. So it's kind of like childish stuff, but I think we're seeing that everybody has their, as much as you think somebody's in control, the next thing you know, they're not. You know what I mean? So everybody's human. Invest in the project. Don't invest in people. Even though we're all a little invested in John, it's hard not to be. But I still think that, I'm never going to sell. That's just the way it is. I know you hear people say that, and you probably think I'm full of shit, but I really don't care if I lose all this money. So that's just the way it is. I don't know what else to say, but thanks, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I believe the team's gonna deliver, and I believe they're gonna make it happen. I just believe that the timing of this was tough, right? With the network upgrade we got going on, and all the products delivery stage that we're in. This was tough timing, man.
I don't want to interrupt you, Chris, but I just want to say one more thing. I'm sorry. I don't believe that this is the make or break it stage either. I mean, the company's 12 months old. Okay, we're not make or break in anything. Look at Cardano. When was their make or break it stage? What's going on around here? Why would anybody even say that? I think we're done if they don't deliver. Deliver what? Deliver your pipe dreams? Your exchange with the billion volume the next day?
Yeah, I mean, look, everybody's going to have their opinion on it. I do think we're at a critical stage. I wouldn't call it a make or break stage, but I would call it a critical stage, meaning we need to be transparent, meaning John needs to be transparent about everything that's going on, about, what they're looking to do, when the cross chains come out, exactly how it's working, when, we start to get into the card, the centralized exchange, the global tokenomics. Like, that needs to be executed and delivered and done the right way. And we need to be all, have everybody on board with this. That's what I mean by critical stage. We just don't want any other issues or any other, things going on behind the scenes other than producing value with this company. Let's do this. Let's go to Alien. Go ahead, Alien.
Yo, what's up, everybody, man?
How are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just observing everything, and yeah, man. It's not like it's a big surprise to me since he put out his first tweet. I felt that he was gonna leave, and things like this happen, man. We have to understand you can't have two captains on one ship, That's it. I think that's what happened. I think somebody just had a job and they wanted more influence. And that wasn't possible, And respect that and continue to be a part or move and be a captain somewhere else, And of course, thank you for the efforts. Thank you for everything done thus far, And please learn from the past, If you say you want the best thing for the Safe Moon Army, then do what's the best for the Safe Moon Army. That's all, man.
Stack them. Great points, man. Let's go to Xavier B. Go ahead, Xavier.
Thank you, Chris, for allowing me to speak today. I just want to say it's just a game of emotion. This is a game of emotion, not only just for, um, John and all the other teammates, but just for the Safe Moon Army as well. We're non-accredited investors, and when we say you're non-accredited investors, a non-accredited investors, I would think that most people would think that they are highly emotional. For one, they don't have the money to invest in a lot of projects like this, like a lot of startups, and they don't have the wherewithal to be able to deal with certain things like what's going on now. So I think for us, we have to mature as unaccredited investors moving in this DeFi space, moving into this crypto space, where if you were an accredited investor, a lot of the other people, I don't know who they are, but people that don't want accredited or unaccredited investors in that space, this is partly the reason why. Uh, but DeFi is the reason why that we're here. DeFi is the reason why we're here, because we can invest in products that we are passionate about. If you're passionate about SafeMoon, as if you got to have the mindset of an accredited investor, have the mindset of an accredited investor, even though you're non-accredited, you don't have the money to invest in companies like that, but take their mindset that they have the wherewithal to deal with the project for 10 years. And if things just don't go the way that you don't want them to go, then you can cash out. My father, he had a company that he was running, and some guy said, okay, well, if he's going to run this company, I want the guy from this high-end company running this. If he's going to run this company, then I'm not investing in it. And he has the right to do that. And my father just kept on leading the company. And he took his $1 million, $2 million, and he left. And so certain people aren't going to feel comfortable with certain people leading and making decisions. I'm not saying that's the reason why Ryan left or whatever. He leaves for his own reasons. But we have to, as unaccredited investors, we have to be more mature. We can't be so emotional. Do you want this or not? Do you want the money that's associated that could come with this? Not saying it's 100% going to happen, but a lot of people, they say they want money, they say they want the lifestyle and all these things, but they don't have the determination. You don't have the determination to go to school. You don't have the determination to go and get that PhD. You may have kids or whatever. You don't have that determination to deal with the kids and go through school and things like that. You don't have that determination. Do you have that? And it's not for everybody. So however many people's invested in cryptos, at 3% or something like that, it's even a smaller percentage that are invested in the SafeMoon. So this is the story that I think is going to also help. If SafeMoon is successful, you're going to have a lot of people, maybe 5 years from now or 10 years from now, going to say, I was invested in that cryptocurrency, but I got out because they were just dealing with a lot of turmoil. Any company deals with turmoil. Any and every company deals with turmoil. Even in our own lives, we deal with turmoil. So how are you, if you truly believe in something, how are you not ready to go through the fire? Are you a warrior? Are you a warrior? So you have to be able to grind through these things, take a chill pill, go relax. Let's not be so emotional about certain people leaving a company. He worked for SafeMoon. He loved SafeMoon. I haven't heard really anybody say anything bad about SafeMoon after they left. I mean, you hear a little tit and tat and stuff like that, but you still see, even after the Wizard left, Papa left, he said that SafeMoon was going to be like the ABC. He could have said something bad about it. A lot of people could have said something bad. So a lot of people that left could say, well, don't put your money in the SafeMoon here. I'm going to just keep it real with you guys because I love the Army. I'm just going to say, hey, I'm not sure if this is the right investment for everybody. Nobody's saying that. And they're bringing on legitimate people. I'm not going to speak for too long because I want to be respectful to other people that want to talk. So I just believe that if we really want it, we got to play this game of emotion and just relax. Go have some dinner. Go do the same thing that you do with your family, in and out. Go to school, go to work, try to be better in your life, try to be in all kind of ways. Spiritually, just calm down and just relax. And just let this thing play out. Just let it ride out. and to see how it goes. So thank you for Chris for allowing me to be able to speak. But I just want everybody to know that it's a game of emotions. Let's not play too much into this. And I hope you guys just have a great night.
Stack him. He's right, man. It's all about centering yourself and not going too, getting too worked up. I agree. It is a game of emotions for everybody. Let's do this. Let's go to Crypto G, and then we're going to go to Wojak. Go ahead, G.
Good evening, guys. Thank you for having me up. I appreciate it. Once again, always, you guys are, a Class A show. So I wanted to bring something up to Crypto Control and you, Chris, and Addict and Patron. Do you guys believe in like growth and development? And maybe this is part of their growth. You got to remember they're a year old, right? We already know that they don't have years and years of experience, I guess, running a cryptocurrency, because who has, other than Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some players back in the day, right? We all know that. So the question is, all these companies are new, right? Not all of them are tech companies, though. That's the other thing. So I wanted to ask that one question. Maybe you guys can answer in a minute. And then Addict, I'm sorry. Damn Sum. Why do I say Addict? Jeez, I'm thinking of Addict in the other show. Sorry about that, Damn Sum. You said it, a few minutes ago about, the legalities. I'm actually looking at the complaint again. I'm not practicing their case and looking at it every day and all that. I did briefly go through it for about maybe 30 minutes the first night that we talked about it. I'm going to go through it again. I know his name, he's named in there, of course, but I need to go back through and look at the allegations, alleged allegations against each party to determine if this may have something to do with it. So, Chris, your thoughts on that as well, because again, we have to maybe go back to that. And maybe that was the starting point of all this. I don't know, but I'm guessing. I'm just speculating. I don't know anything. Again, we're going to find out more details as the days comes, and I'm sure Ryan will probably be on your show and whatnot, and you'll be able to ask him those questions, maybe even through DMs. I don't know, but I believe that there's a bigger plan, and it's not, it wasn't his plan. It was Caroni's plan and his team. And again, I was in another show earlier, and someone did mention this. They mentioned that his team, he may have, advisors, but that are on the same level on the board. He may have people he's dealing with on a different level that he's getting information from. And I'm not.
He starts, he's a great investment, and I really hope that whatever happened at SafeMoon and you and John and everything else, I hope that you guys can come to terms and eventually settle things and be friends. And if you don't, that's cool. But at least be how can I say, cool towards one another, or respectful towards one another, or have some type of common ground. But you are definitely the GOAT, and I'm for me, I can speak for myself. I'm sure all these people in here can say the same thing. They're proud of you and the work that you put in here. And man, I can go on all night long if you got time, but I'm not going to waste your ears. But I really mean it, man. I really mean it. And yeah.
I appreciate it. And, everyone, I want everybody to know, there's times obviously in a chapter in your life, right? We all grow, we all have to grow. And, that's what keeps life going, is growing. And if you're not growing, then you're not shattering those glass ceilings. You're not making as much of an impact as you possibly could. And so that's always been my thing is, everything you do, always any door that closes, make sure that next door that opens is even bigger and better. And like I said, if I had a Letterman jacket, it would have SafeMoon all over it.
Absolutely. Listen, do you mind? Obviously, a lot of SafeMoon people wanted to say something in the last space, and then have the opportunity to. Do you mind maybe just taking a few hands, and wanted to. I mean, if that's okay, I know. I'm not sure if you're limited on time. You got a little time today, but trust me, you're amongst friends and family right now. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll take one or two questions. That's fine.
all right. And okay. So man. Who wanna go? Who wanna go first? I know. You know, Safe Moon L is up here. Safe Moon. I wanna go. I wanna go to Safe Moon L, guys, and I'm gonna try to go through everybody. Papa. I'm gonna get to you right after L. And
Yeah, let me make mine quick because I don't really have a question. I just want to say, Ryan, it was a pleasure to meet you out there in Utah for Cryptopia. It's Safe Moon out here, bro. You still Safe Moon to me, bro, and to everybody else. You will always be Safe Moon. You put in that work from the start, and congrats to you. And I know the future holds something special for you, Ryan. And this is only the beginning, bro. And we still got your back, bro. I'm here. Let somebody else ask the question. That's all I have to say, Ryan. Thanks again, bro.
Absolutely, brother. And hey, by the way, I still have our picture in my phone.
That's awesome.
Yo, that's love, bro. You almost made me drop a tear, bro.
That's awesome.
If you don't have emotion, you're not living, brother.
Absolutely. I got a question to ask you too. But go for it.
I don't have a question, Ryan, but thank you so much for all you do for Safe Moon, and you delivered great products, great updates. You were there when the wallet was coming out, and you did a lot for us. You really did. We got your back, man.
Absolutely.
That really means a lot.
100%. Let me go to Papa, and I'm gonna try to just swing around really, really quick. And I got a question to ask you before you leave out too, as well. Pop, go for it, man.
You can drop me, Jeremiah, if you want.
All right. Who
I don't know.
said that?
You referring to me, Jeremiah?
I can't hear you.
Are you talking? Is it me?
Yep.
All
I'm
right,
talking.
thanks,
Yeah,
man.
I'm referring
All
to
right,
you.
thank
No
you.
problem.
It's not even a question. Farhan, I just wanted to say one of the things you get credited for in this community is that when you came on, it seemed like you gave us direction. Like we finally started to see where we were heading for Safe Moon, and I definitely appreciate that because it's hard to speak on Safe Moon without like going on a vague direction and kind of just going off with the wind. But it seemed like you were able to put direction into where we were heading to, where we wanted to do. So I appreciate your time here with us. As you can see with this dip, you can see what you meant to the army. As you left, it seemed like a lot of people left as well. But I just want to say thank you. I wish things were different, of course, and just shout out to you. I didn't want to ask the question because I know in the other room you spend a lot of time in there, and I don't want to take a question away from this room. But I just wanted to say thank you, and we appreciate you still.
Big facts.
And I appreciate every single one of you. And the day that I came in, that was 100% of my mission is to, do everything I possibly can to get products launched, to get development done, and push the ball forward with vision, with process, and with clarity. And that's why I'm still hopeful for Safe Moon, because I know what I left behind. So you guys should be too. So I am very thankful that it's not something I don't feel like it's similar to how other people left, the kind of the backlash. I feel like there's a little bit of a difference in how people are treating me. And I'll be honest, that was something that I was really worried about. And that's why this was such a big decision for me. It was a really big decision because that was one thing, is like my heart is so in this. But at the same time, there were things that were just pulling me in a different direction, and you have to just follow that, unfortunately. And I did. And so I told another one, like I said, I do want to do damage control. Like I said, like I don't want people to not believe in this or think that, because I'm leaving that, it's not in a good place. I would never want that, especially since, I've met so many great people in this community. I've built such great relationships behind the scenes, and we're all in DeFi, right? We're all in emerging tech. and we're all holding on to this new vision of how the world can be. And it's like, we need leadership that brings it all together, right? We need leadership that brings it all together safely for everybody. And that's me. If I was to leave and be try to be disruptive or do that's not doing the right thing for everybody, right? There's room for everybody, and I'm very proud of what we've accomplished at SafeMoon, and I'm very proud of this community.
Okay. Absolutely, Ryan. Can I ask you this too as well? And I've asked this question a while back. Like, do you have a idea? And I hate to even ask this question, but do you have an idea of how you left SafeMoon? Like, do you still? How big can this thing still be? Far as like as a tech company, as a in the crypto space, DeFi space, is this still something that you can see being, I don't know, huge in the future, as well as some other people that mentioned this?
Yeah, absolutely. This is something that could, with the products that we built, absolutely scalable for years. Like I said, every other space that I've come on, and I've talked about the product and the vision, and as long as that's carried out, which I would believe it will be, absolutely it will. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no question. The SafeMoon Connect was acquired. And that was my baby for 8 to 9 months before I even came to SafeMoon. So I know what that's capable of, and that's one product line. So the SafeMoon ecosystem, that's a whole nother. And with the right execution and the right carry out and launch, absolutely, years. So that's all I'll say about that. But and by the way, I promised myself, and I said this in another space, I promised myself when I come on these spaces from now on, I won't talk about any internal dealings with SafeMoon. It's not fair. It's not right. And I will only talk about, just kind of the positives and, other things about DeFi, other things about the space and where I see it going. And obviously, the projects that, I will soon be working on. I have some ideas. I have, people who have reached out and things of that sort. So, I'm keeping my options open, but the next step will be, obviously bigger. But I'm always going to bleed SafeMoon.
I love it, man. I love it. And like I've mentioned before, you're always welcome on the water cooler, and I'm sure other spaces that will love to have you. You've always been a positive force, and on Twitter, and I pray to God you keep your Twitter account. But you are a really inspiration to me, and I like I said, I've been following you since the beginning, and for a lot of us that have fought the FUD here on Twitter, other areas, YouTube, and everything else like that, you have no idea you was inspiration behind that, and you did it with class. So I love it. I want to go to this. These are the last three. I promise. I want to go to James Button. Then I go to Wes. James, are you there? Because I wanted to go to him because earlier today he actually wanted to come up and I couldn't get to him. James, are you there, bud? Okay, we go to the next gentleman. And Weston, we'll come to you last, and whatever Funhound decides he wants to do, we can just go from there. Am I in the blockchain? All right.
I can hear you, Jeremiah, if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, bud.
Okay. Hey, Ryan. So I was going to ask a question, but then Jeremiah actually made me think of something else. So Jeremiah had this famous question in the Army that he posed to Thomas months back, where he asked Thomas, how big could he see SafeMoon reaching, and he answered something along the lines of it could be like the ABC of crypto. How does that compare to would you concur with Thomas from what you understand from SafeMoon? Is that it really could be like the ABC of crypto, or maybe even just within the DeFi space?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the products, and that's, I guess that I would answer this from a very biased standpoint because I worked on the products and I was very emotionally tied to them. But yeah, I mean, absolutely. I believe that truly, guys, with the right team, with the right vision, and the right resources, anything is possible. And you just have to get that mix and that recipe right, And I've seen amazing companies grow from really small little shops, and it's interesting because when you think about it, culture is very important. All getting the right people in the right place is really important. The process, the vision, the planning. I mean, there's so much that goes into it. But when you get that right, it's like an engine, right? It just hums, and there's people who know how to really build that correctly and build that right. And I believe that as far as the products that we've already been working on, we've been building, I believe that they definitely have the wings to fly. And I'm not going to say that they are. Anything is possible, but I think that they have the wings for it.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. James, are you there, bud?
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now, man.
All right. Ryan, man, dude, I just want to say that really appreciate, you coming into SafeMoon. There was a time where a lot of people were, there was a lot of FUD. There was a lot of FUD coming in, especially when a lot of people, were leaving. And you really helped straighten things out. And you just want to say I really appreciate you coming in, doing your part. It's sad, it's sad to see that unfortunately this happened between you and whatever is going on. I'm sure a lot of us are just like baffled by all of this. But at the end of the day, I just want to say that we, for myself, I do appreciate you coming in. I believe in SafeMoon just like you did, right? I've invested a lot of money into SafeMoon on high highs, and I'm pretty sure like my bag is not as big as other people's are, but I really do believe in this project, and you definitely shed some light. Obviously, you being gone, I'm still going to be a holder. But that being said, I do value the amount of time that you put into this project, and you know what? Like I have a lot more respect for you. The fact that even here right now, you're no longer representing SafeMoon. You're still talking great about SafeMoon. It's, what SafeMoon can do, how it could actually how it could actually contribute in the DeFi space. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents and say this fucking sucks. Excuse my language, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's business. Things happen. We're gonna move on. You're gonna move on, and thank you for contributing into SafeMoon.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. And I'll say this: these products were so close to me. I want to see them successful. I want to see them fly. And it'll be amazing that 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, however long down the road, to say yes, this flew, and it flew from the foundation that I built there, and it flew from the planning and all the development that we did there. I want nothing more than that to happen. And any project I work for, of course I want it to succeed. That's just how I am, and that's why I put my heart into everything I do. So
well, yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Okay. And obviously I'm still going to be following you, and maybe whatever you get involved into, like you said, you put your heart into it. So you definitely made just a brand alone within your name. So that's keep that integrity. That's important. And once again, appreciate it.
I will, absolutely, and I'll never lose that. And I'll make that promise. I won't.
All right. Okay. Supposed to be this Wes. Wes, go ahead, man. Crypto don't hate me, bro.
Nah, I'm not like. I think a lot of people have like their own, understanding of what's going on, and that's fine. I was just asking you the question, Ryan, before this other gentleman. I'm not sure who they are. It's the first time I've like met that group of people, but it might have came off a little indifferent before I got to finish what I wanted to ask you. I was trying to put it all together because it was a big, statement with a question. I didn't know how to kind of formulate it under the like circumstances. But yeah, so just basically, man, like you seemed like you kind of want to steer your own ship, like in your statement, right? So I just wanted to ask you, like, has this been something that you've been thinking about for, the past 2 weeks? Have you been thinking about maybe moving out? Looking for a different company or so? Nothing to do with SafeMoon related, but just for your own self needs. Maybe a direction that you see yourself, like you said before, you see yourself as a CEO, and so on. And you had a pre-written statement. So I guess my question is like, is this something that's been kind of on your mind for the past 2 weeks? And do you have something lined up right now?
So I have had it on my mind for a little bit, and it's hard, because I'm making a move, and that move could compromise amazing people that my heart is in. And, my heart has been in SafeMoon from day one. And so, yeah, making the decision is really, really hard on me. It's like, I think of myself as a very tough person. I'm like, whoa, this is, it's like, oh, this is rough, because I have had so many people reach out and, say like, thank you. And thank you for being a part of this project. And, there's a piece of me that says, wow, I don't want these people to think that I'm letting them down. But then there's another piece of me that says, no, I don't think it will, because I know what I left behind, and I know what we've finished. I know what we've done, and you guys are going to love it. So I know that in my heart that maybe not now you don't see the fruition of that, or see the results of that, but you will. And so that's what keeps me like still smiling and happy, and knowing that you guys are gonna be fine. So yeah, it was hard for me. It's very hard for me. Like I've said before, you want to grow, and you want to grow better as a person, and that goes for everything in life, right? And there's just a kind of a time when you say, if you're not doing your best work, and you don't feel like you're doing your best work, and you're not at peace doing your best work, then that's probably a signal that you need to grow. It's a signal that you need to do something to change the world, or make an impact, or find a purpose for yourself. And changing DeFi and changing the space that's my greater purpose, is because I've said that from day one. I will make an impact in this space. You better believe I will. And there's steps to that, and there's chapters to that. And along the way, if I can help SafeMoon with amazing product lines that will be amazing product lines for years to come, great. I've helped in another way, and I've helped in that way, and then I'll help in another way. And that is what I want to do. And I believe that there's certain people in life that have the experience and the resources and the mind to do that. And I think that when you find them and you connect with them, and you can do anything with them. And so I'm in the position to answer your question, it's hard. It's very hard, but it's not as hard because I know what I've left behind, the legacy. And I know that it's going to be even better for the space, and maybe not just the SafeMoon army, but better for everyone in this space, because we got to think bigger, right? It's the whole space. It's the whole DeFi movement. So yeah, that's all I'll say about that, bud.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I'm actually logging off. Thanks for answering my question. And I just wanted to leave Jeremiah, thank you and everything, and for having me up. And just Ryan, real quick, when people normally are leaving SafeMoon, and I think all of us maybe want to notice, like when you guys are departing and going your separate ways, I'm not sure like on the back end if you're signing something or HR, but like you all have a pre-written, it seems like, statement that you guys have. Is that something that has to go under approval through SafeMoon, and like on the back end with lawyers or with John? Like, does all that have to be reviewed before it's let out? Like, is that like a discussion that happens, or is that something that you create on your own time and then you tweet that out whenever you want? Like, I'm honestly curious how that works. If you can speak on that, if that's allowed.
Yeah, I create on my own. I've created on my own, and it comes from my heart. you know, and everything on my Twitter comes from my heart. You know, so that's, like I said, I always try to be the most, you know, straightforward, transparent, and act with integrity in everything I do kind of person. And so, you know, that came from my heart.
Oh, sorry. No, I didn't doubt that you wrote it. I just meant like more of like the release date, like if that's something that has to be premeditated when it can be released or so.
Oh, no, that wasn't
Okay.
anything that
All right, cool, man. Yeah, that's all I really have.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Ryan, I promise, man. His hand. I feel so weird just like leaving him out here by himself. I promise the last comment, if possible. Crypto. Is can you just take this, and I'm just gonna say one last thing, and you can decide whatever you want to do. You want to stay, you want to go. We're here with you no matter where you go. So.
Yep, I really appreciate it, Jeremiah, and like I said, your space is always great. Thank you so much, you know, for the support, and you know, I will be rooting, you know, SafeMoon on, you know, on the sidelines, and that's not going to stop. So, you know, like I said, you know, my legacy is there, and you know, it's been a long day. It's about 9:17 p.m. here for me right now in Utah. It's been a long day, you know. It's been, you know, everything in the last 9 months has come ahead to this day right now, and you know, I'm exhausted, but you know, I did want to come in and say a few words, you know, kind of console everybody, let everybody know, you know, everything's going to be good. So thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it. And Godspeed, everybody.
All right, everybody. Sorry, Crypto, you can't get your questions, but thank you so much, Ryan. Listen, if everybody could just give Ryan a round of applause, some hearts, some hands. This guy deserves it. 100%. He is a friend, and he is a one of the biggest safe moon. I will say biggest safe moon maxis because he made it to safe moon, man. Please give him a round of applause, man. We love you, man, and we can't wait to talk to you again. And God bless you. We'll keep you in our prayers and take some time, how much time you need for a vacation, man. You deserve it. You're the hardest working man in the building.
Godspeed, brother.
Godspeed. All right, Chris, I'm so sorry, man. I tried to get that in for you, man. Crypto, I'm sorry. I tried to get that in for you. I know he's kind of probably pissed
It's
off at me
okay.
right now.
It's okay. I have the worst luck sometimes. So it was funny. I just messaged him last night about, hey, I'm so glad you're an inspiration to our community, you know, but also I'd love to work for SafeMoon. So if you need someone, then I gave him like a quick snippet of myself. And then today I found out he's leaving SafeMoon. I'm like, Jesus, of course I have that kind of luck. But I just wanted to, you know, wish him well and say that, hey, even though that he was only with SafeMoon for a short time, he set up SafeMoon for years and years of success with the products that.
Oh, facts.
And also the fact that for some freaking reason, it was a long ass day, and I felt like I was kind of in an AMA at the end of it there, and I'm just somehow bullish at the end of all this. So I just wanted to say that. So,
well. Look, I appreciate you, man. We got a lot of and I just want to touch on this real quick before I forget. We got a lot of YouTubers in here, so guys, if you guys just put a great video out, that would be so well appreciated. This man, he really deserved it, and he really has stepped us up and set us up for success. On all hands down. I mean, SafeMoon is still a great company. We are investing in the company. I still believe in the CEO. Now we might have some options to put your money somewhere else too as well, and double triple your wealth. Who knows? But yeah, man, I hopefully you'll get that SafeMoon job, that dream job you want. Rather if you're out there, with your chicken wings and blue cheese and ranch, either way.
It's pretty good.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I like the mustard pizza.
This is just speculation, but I think when he read your DM, he checked in on you and he was like, "Oh shit, I just better leave and let this guy get hired." He just saw your resume and he was like, "I'm out. I'm letting this guy have it. I'm in the wrong place."
No question. I wouldn't doubt that. Zeus. Matter of fact, before I go to Zeus, I want to go to Troy. Troy lives right down the street from Safe Moon. He's also
Okay, guys. Lawsuit has everyone on the team leaving. Shaking my head. That's kind of what I'm worried about right now. That's what I was trying to ask about. I'll have to go back and rewatch this. Did Ryan say anything about the lawsuit, guys? I was in two spaces at once. I guess I need to get in here and ban some people. Why are you even in this chat, dude? That's what I was trying to get up there to ask him about that. I was trying to get up there to ask about the lawsuit, but Jeremiah, really cool guy, but he didn't bring me up, and it was too late anyways. He got down because the lawsuits, from a FUD perspective, Charles left, and this is right around the time that we found out about the lawsuits, the bigger ones, and then now Ryan left, and he mentions the lawsuits on his way out, and I'm just like, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how big of a impact this could have on SafeMoon. But I feel like that information is important for investors to know. It's good to know that it could have a big impact on SafeMoon. I don't know. Or maybe it's good to know that it can't. Either way, it's better to know than not know. You're welcome, Tony. You didn't say anything about the lawsuit. I'll message him. I doubt he'll respond to me, but or actually, I don't even think I can, but I don't know. I'll reach out to some smart people and see if I can't find something out about that. I'll probably thank you, Rich and Wealthy. I appreciate that. I'll probably make a video tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna get some heat for this video, but I'm kind of done. Kind of done with caring about that, I mean, not that I ever really did, but it's basically if we paid celebrities to promote SafeMoon, and that's part of why it did so big, and we can be sued for that. Will that destroy SafeMoon? Will SafeMoon be able to recover? What will the price action look like? Who's gonna pay for it? I don't know. Those are all great questions. I think SafeMoon is good though. Yeah. John Gast, I just need to ban you. I don't even know why I haven't banned you yet. It's okay if you don't believe in SafeMoon, it's fine. But then, why are you here? That's the part I don't get. I don't believe in most projects, but I don't go to every project and tell them how I don't believe in it. So I will get you a ban. You're welcome, bro. I've been following you for a long time, but you've always been honest with everyone, and I appreciate you guys. But you're welcome, man. I appreciate that. If you're not getting sued, you're not doing anything in your field. Yeah, being sued is normal, right? Lawsuits are normal. It's just, as an investor, you don't want to just, and that's what I'm so sick of seeing, dude. I'm actually getting angry. It's such a dumb mindset. Oh, everything's positive. Yep, that's positive. That's normal. Team leaving, that's normal. No, that's the stupidest reasoning skills I've ever seen in my entire life, and it's starting to piss me off. Have you looked at the replacements? I haven't. Everybody's saying, oh, they're amazing, they did blockchain, they did this, and that's cool, but I'm a little too pissed to care about that at the moment. I'm more concerned about the lawsuit and figuring out if it's a big deal or not. That's kind of my focus tomorrow will be to figure that out, and probably to put a video out that is going to definitely make me probably lose more subscribers than I've ever lost. But I don't care at this point, man. I'm so frustrated with everything's positive. You say anything negative, you're a fudder. What you said came true? Oh, who cares? I'm not going to acknowledge it. Oh, everything's positive. It's we're not going to lose Ryan. He's not going to quit. And then Ryan quits. Oh, we didn't need him anyways. And then John turns his back on Ryan and says, Ryan was doing things that weren't allowed. And then the army turns on him. And now it's just oh man, it's so frustrating. Damn, my bags are getting so small, over 5K now, below 2K. Will this affect Evergrow? No, SafeMoon should have zero effect on Evergrow. I meant, yeah, they're not like, it's just BNB that affects SafeMoon and Evergrow, and BNB is affected by Bitcoin. You see that mentality throughout the whole crypto space when people are invested in that project. Yeah, I meant, it's pretty bad with SafeMoon. It's like, how many times we got to go through this before people start to like wake up? That's what's most frustrating. It's like, okay, we went through this, and then we went right back into the same mindset. We went through it again, and they found out they were wrong. We went right back into the same mindset. It's like, dude, oh, man. If you zoom out, it definitely looks bad. What bothers me the most is discrepancy about him being let go. Yeah, I mean, he said that he told them he quit, but then I missed some of the information on the spaces because I promised Chris Harris I'd go on his show, so I didn't want to like not uphold my word. So even though Ryan was in that space and I really wanted to hear what he was saying, I went into, or Ryan was in the 365, and then he was in the other space, and plus my phone was dying. Like, Twitter like kills my phone more than anything else. I don't know about you guys, but live Twitter, or no, just Twitter in general just kills my phone. I understand how paying promoters could get you sued. That'll be crazy. I mean, anything can get you sued, Darren. Where like me and my girlfriend were just talking about the guy that broke into someone's house and got hurt and then sued them and won. Like, you can sue somebody for anything. So it's not necessarily whether it makes sense or not. I'm just trying to figure out how legit is it? How much is it going to impact SafeMoon? And like, really, Ryan is one of the few people who I feel like had a good idea of that. Who do you believe more, Ryan or John? As far as what? Who quit? I don't really go off of that. Oh, I like you and more, I believe you. I just look at information and see what's logical. I don't know if Ryan announced he was quitting and then they said, well, you haven't done it officially, so we're trying to fire you. I don't know. That's a really weird situation, because if you look at the past, SafeMoon tried to keep it as drama-free as possible when Jack, Hank, and Thomas left. Drama-free as possible. And now it's like a different approach. Now it's like trying to turn the army on Ryan, and it worked really well. Like, a lot of people turned on Ryan once they saw John's message. And honestly, that's probably a better approach because people really liked Ryan. All these employees either keep leaving or being fired. I think it's time to realize is John is a problem. There's no way to really know what exactly is going on until we find out. Yeah, the common denominator is John. That, you know, I'm sure tons of bosses fire people. Like, I honestly tend to, no, not really. There's just no way to make a judgment call on that. It could just be that SafeMoon keeps going in a different direction that requires new people, like, to be fair. It could be, maybe John's an asshole and he fires everybody because he doesn't get along with them. Like, I don't know. It's just speculation either way, unless they come out and tell us, and they're not going to tell us unless somebody who works there gets fired and does tell us. The only thing keeping me more calm is the 3 additional hires. Losing the Hound is a big hit regardless. I understand that, Reaper. Yeah, for sure. Mr. AMA, did Ryan say anything about SafeMoon Connect? As far as I understand, Connect is something that SafeMoon owns, so we should still have Connect. But I'll probably, I'm losing hope in SafeMoon. That's okay. You still got Evergrow. I'm just kidding. This is what I've always said. Like, Ryan quitting, like, is just sad. It's not like, it doesn't worry me about SafeMoon unless it's tied to the lawsuit, and the lawsuit might impact SafeMoon. That's the only thing that I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about like losing Ryan. Like, it sucks, and I feel like he helped the team? Yeah. But to be honest, nobody truly knows what all was going on behind the scenes and how much everybody's contributing. I tend to think that Ryan was doing a good job. And, you know, honestly, if you look at what SafeMoon's put out, it was all Ryan. Like, our wallet was not ready for launch. Ryan came in and did a wallet for us. I mean, come on. The only real products we've seen from SafeMoon have come from Ryan. I mean, I guess we got, you know, the swap and stuff going, but I think Connect is like SafeMoon's thing now. It's not Ryan's. I'll have to go back and rewatch that stream because I was doing a live space with Chris Harris. How do you feel genuinely? Like, I have always been a big believer in the exchange being a game changer. Do you still feel the same? I don't know. I have to just wait and see what it does. I think it can be if they create a need in the space. If they meet a need in the space better than other people or in a new way, then yeah, we could see high volume. You know, that's what PancakeSwap did. I'm down SafeMoon, but up on Evergrow. Nice. What's up, Brunity? I haven't seen you in a while, man. No, I don't think he took the Connect thing as just part of SafeMoon's project, I believe. So I'll probably, I don't know, I'll have to really think about this video, because this video is going to look really bad. And it would turn like everybody against me if I made this video, but I might make it anyways. I'll have to consider whether or not the lawsuit is worth warning people about. That's what I really need to find out. Is the lawsuit a big deal or not? And if it is, I'm going to put a video out that people are going to hate. And if it's not, then maybe I'll just won't do that, but we'll have to find out. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys. There's live Twitter spaces of people still talking about this. I'm probably going to end it here. And like I said, I'm sure we'll have plenty of new information by tomorrow. I'll either go live or make a video tomorrow. I also have to go rewatch this Spaces because I didn't get to hear what Ryan was saying. Mr. Mac SMG, thank you for the $5. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, Crypto, for your honest, objective view. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the donation, man. I really do appreciate that. Like, nobody's donating lately, and I totally understand. Like, we're all down. So thank you so much for that, man. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate having like-minded people, not just because they have the same mindset, but because, you know, we're willing to question everything. So, yeah. All right, I love you guys. I'll catch you guys later. You guys are awesome. Okay, I gotta come back. Rich and Wealthy, thank you so much for the $2, bro. You're insane. Thank you for the support, guys. I will. I'll always put the investor first over any project, like SafeMoon, Evergrow. I'll put you guys first. If there's something I feel you need to know as an investor, I will tell you. Because you might said, if you had told me that, I would have sold, or if you told me that, I would have bought. So, all right. Thank you so much, Rich and Wealthy. Now I'll see you guys later.